My name is Matt Coleman. I've been in Marshall for 40 years. My regular job is I'm a hog procurement manager for Smithfield Foods. I work with local pork producers in the area. It all started, in 1998. We decided to take our three girls who were 12, 9, and 6 at the time to see the pageant, which is a perfect age to take kids to the pageant. And went down and saw it. The next year, my oldest one, the 12-year-old, wanted to be in it. So in 1999, I was driving her back and forth to rehearsal, just watching everything. So 2000 came around, and I said, I might as well be in it too. I'm driving back and forth. So that's how it started, and the rest is history. Well, the first few years, I was a Masters, a Beadle, minor speaking parts, I guess you'd say. And then later years, I got to be Dr. Hoyt, played Reverend Alden. And then I got the part of Alec Nelson, which I really enjoyed. And other than 1 year that I shared it with a person, I've been Alec Nelson since then, which maybe 15 years. I don't know. I don't remember. Alec Nelson is kind of the comedian of the show in certain parts. Just the guy that gets along with everybody, helps everybody. Most years, I have 5 or 6 kids. So.
How does your real wife feel about that?
She's okay. She gets along with most of my wives. I think I've had 14 wives over the years, so that's been fun. Oh, I love the new neighbor scene where the calf comes out and I talk about Johnny Johnson not knowing his English, and I don't know my English very well either. So that's one of my favorite parts. And fighting the fire in the fire scene is probably one of the hardest scenes to learn, but it's also very fun to do.
I played Caroline, and he would come and save me from the fire. I was always so glad to see him, you know.
When I first came down there, I was just amazed at the sets, and that was all due to you, Bill, but I was just amazed at the sets. And they have changed over time, especially these last few years. They've really changed. But one of my best memories is Al Farber climbing the church and placing the cross on the church and lifting his fist up. So I get a little emotional when I think about that. And backstage was always fun, just meeting new people every year, meeting the kids and stuff like that. So I like it. At first I wasn't sure about it, but I like it. I think it'll be good. Yeah, I think it's more historical than it was before. No, there's so many memories. I remember.
Give me a couple.
I remember the night the horse ran off with the buggy. Thankfully nobody was in it, but went through the gate and started to go home, I think. So I remember that night. I remember the night of a storm that we had to pause the show and everybody went in the shed. I remember Jody Wakefield, that was her name then, took all the kids into the shed and started telling ghost stories. So my kids still remember that, so that was cool. Oh, there's so many memories. I remember the night a raccoon ran across the stage. Remember that? And the people in the stands after the show thought that was part of the show, that we had a raccoon that we let go. So during rehearsal, during the grasshopper scene, when Lindsay, my youngest daughter, was in it, during the grasshopper scene, the 3 Ingalls girls are in the dugout for quite a while. And at one point, they came running out of the dugout screaming, and there was a snake in the dugout. So I'll say my summers, June and July, spending in Walnut Grove with all those people is my escape from reality. I said it's so much fun. I've been doing it for 25 years, and it's just my other family. So, and that's how I feel about all you guys.